Yes.
Stop. Well, I can't hear anything. All right, can somebody talk?
Yeah, 1 2 3, 1 2 3.
Yeah, I can hear. What was that? Is this a duck? Soundboard?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. How do I do it?
It's in the bottom right. It's hi.
Let's fucking go.
What the fuck is it?
All right. All
Let
right,
me see
guys.
the
Good
soundboard.
morning.
Soundboard.
Don't tell Jason. Don't tell Jason.
Don't tell
Oh my
Jason.
God. Yeah, because you're not gonna stop.
When
Guys.
Kobe talks.
All right, I'm gonna keep that open. All right. Okay, guys. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Jason is getting. Oh my God, he's dying here. Yeah. So Bitcoin is strong this morning, right? Ethereum is heavy. The alts are heavy. Yesterday we saw some kind of another amazing phenomena, something that happened with Lever. We've seen something like this before, I think, right? With FLM. I hope nobody got hurt on this. I mean, this fucking thing fell 50% just like this, but with zero bounce, even on the 1 minute. It bounced maybe 1% here, 2% there. We've seen this with FLM. It was vicious, unbelievable. But here it was even worse. It was just down only for 50%. For FLM, I think it was 30 something, almost 40%. It bounced, settled, and then it kept going even lower, another 30%. But here it was like, oh my God. That I hope nobody really traded it. I saw Tandy was asking about it, but and I hope he didn't get didn't get hurt on this. A few things. So today we're gonna play a little game. I want to. I tried this fucking thing. It's this star whatever stars. What?
They got wrong.
They ragged? No. No way. No, it's not.
They got hacked and drained. I can't.
Yeah, they got exploited, and
Let's fucking go. That's
the
it. It's over. Let's fucking. I didn't withdraw my shit yesterday. Oh my God, I had to. Yeah, it doesn't load, eh? So it got exploited.
It was
So
not a big
Kaleo.
exploit. It was like 3K, bro.
Ah, yeah. So why it doesn't load now? It doesn't load.
It was like over C. It
What?
was in fact more of they blocked the net. It was not even profitable at all for the grand majority of time. But
Alright.
people are like making chaos of it.
Okay. Yeah, my portfolio value is 0 now, to be honest. Yesterday it was, I think, 100 AVAX. Hey? Ah, it just doesn't load. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, I thought we could play a little game today. Well, forget about it. We'll do it on Frentech. But do they have a feed like this? Like Twitter? It's just private chats, no? So,
No, they have feed. They have a private feed. Like you can hide two people that have your ticket. If you
okay.
want content. And the group you didn't you wasn't on Frentech, right, Kobe?
No,
But
I
the
never
group
tried.
the group on Friendtech, it's just you choose the people that you reply to, that you reply to. Everyone can see the message that you reply, but not other people can see the what people say. So in this new app, everyone can see what everyone says. So that's it.
Okay.
There's some difference, and I think to be honest, I saw someone saying
Well,
something
Friendtech
about.
is the most reliable one, right?
Yes, it is. It's a big
Okay.
one, a paradigm, but I think Avalanche will back this one. Like for example, today they were in contact with Avalabs to deploy the fix. So I assume, and the Avax CEO is on the app, and he's optimistic with it. I don't know. I mean, it's the best app Avax has since I don't know.
OHM,
Yeah,
since home.
since ever. So I think they will write them a check at some one of those days, because I think they are the first legit competitor to Friendtech, in the sense of like if
Yes.
they don't work, obviously it looks legit. They have things that Friendtech don't have, and Friendtech has this spin
Okay,
of
let's discuss this
Airdrop.
after. Okay, this is the
Yeah.
let's keep this for the last part for the day.
Yeah,
I mainly
sure.
want to do this. I want to benefit everyone that is here. All right, I want everyone to actually enjoy our social presence. Okay, mine. Okay. So if we're gonna get into something like this, we're gonna go as I tried it. Okay, I'm already in, and I guess some guys already in too. And if anybody wants to, I'd encourage everyone to actually try it together. We'll do it together. And the power there is the more like the stronger network you have, the more people wants to get into your network. And and if big accounts talk about you, other bots are gonna buy you, and other participants gonna want to buy you. So I think as a group we can grow there very strong, and especially because we're a close group, like we all have the same, we share a lot of things in common, rather than other like private groups or discords or some other shillers. So everyone has his own interest 100% on their own. Here we're like on a group, and I think this is something that we're gonna want to try and see how it works for us and learn from this. Something that we're gonna want to experience, but we'll do it. We'll do it at the end. Okay, at the end of the day, at the end of this call. It's gonna be probably a longer call than usual, but let's try it. Let's see how it goes. But once we start doing this, if somebody that is not interested, it's okay. I'm not gonna push anybody to get into this. So that's about this. And I do it mainly to actually motivate you, and to let everyone here, I mean, enjoy, benefit from our social presence. And I think it's gonna help some of you. So that's about this. At the end, about the market. Okay, so stocks a little bit of heavy this morning, but Bitcoin is strong. Alts are heavy also, but Bitcoin is strong. Ethereum is heavy. Bitcoin is strong. Something's happening on Bitcoin in the past few days, and I think this actually supports our narrative into this coming quarter, into this month. I don't know if it's gonna hold this month. There are too many eyes that are going to try and counter trade this month, and there are reasons because this could get and build up into some kind of crowded trade in an illiquid market, and these things are not healthy, and we could take a hit at the end, sometime this month. But I will stay bullish until proven otherwise. So buying the dip was a good move around the low 27s. Uh, and I remember that day, like 2, 3 days ago when we were there, 2 days ago. Everybody was into buying dips, right? Alts got wrecked. Alts took a serious hit. Some guys who bought these alts actually now are doing very well because a lot of alts bounced. They're not significant, nothing special. But I seen like WLD is still my biggest position. It pays. I'm longs just around $1.50. I bought a little bit higher, a little more. I managed to buy like on that day below, of course, $1.50, but now I bounced and I showed more bids, so I'm just a bit higher than $1.50. It bounced, and I think it's gonna keep its trend. It has all kinds of reasons, especially this November 6th thing that still in play. Okay, so as long as alts are gonna survive this cycle, I think WLD will be one of the leaders. So that's about this one this morning. Okay, so now I see like AMB, ARK, Flocky, Bake. Okay, these are the leading coins again. So it looks like some kind of a fucking again another attempt of cartel coins, Grachev coins, AWF coins, whatever you want to call it. I would not trade this. There is a lot more to do in this market rather than touching this, to be honest. And if you do really want to go and show bids on this, make sure you have them far and try to catch a dip. Don't go big, very small, because you've seen like what happened to lever 50% just fucking in few hours. So don't expect to go big without big risk. Okay, it's a huge risk taken there. So just if you do wanna participate in this kind of moves, do it small. Okay. I want to sound like a broken record, but this is how it is. This is how you're going to survive in this market. Okay. Um, there was some news today about Sui. Sui is like they announce ecosystem fund. I guess it's to build apps on Sui for $50 million. I remember back in the days where there are bigger moves by some certain projects like Kava. I think was one of the biggest. FTM was big. Near was big. Like, but these guys, they were talking about hundreds of millions, right? I think FTM was 150 million. Near had 500, maybe something like that. Also, Kava 500 million, like retarded numbers for to build like a foundation fund, something like that. And well, you see these numbers now, and it tells you a lot about the market, right? The market state. So he raised, and they had a strong opening, right? They were over $1 billion market cap, and they had like they raised a lot of money, but they don't go big. They don't put a lot of money in for this kind of foundations. Like they don't put a lot of money in these funds. Okay. Um, it tells you that the market is dry. It tells you that there is no risk appetite even from projects from devs and from early investors. So the market is still dry, especially on the altcoins. Bitcoin does get in a bid for all the reasons that we mentioned, right? Um, one sec. Anything about the market? Anybody wants to add anything about the market? Anyone? Should I ask in particular? I guess I should. Uh, Orny.
Yeah, what's up? Hello?
Yeah, what's up? What's your in general? What's your bias about the market in short?
Short time frame? Long time frame? High time frame? What do you want?
Medium time frame. Let's say this quarter, this month. What do you think?
Yeah, this month should be quite bullish because we got like seasonality on our side. Earnings are coming up. Earnings are expected to be better from this quarter. But there's a problem with yields, and the problem with yields is that the government is releasing better data and then revising it down all the time. But I think we will put somewhat of a rally into earnings, which start like in a week. All the names which have beaten earnings last time, like all the Metas, Amazon, Google, they will probably see some bids and lift the market. But yeah, liquidity is drying up, and all indexes are down year to date right now, like IWM, SPX, equal weight, everything is now red year to date. And I think the problem will be the strong dollar, and the expectations are quite high for next quarter and the second quarter of 2024. And the problem will be the FX losses. FX losses means if you, like in Germany, and buy something from the Apple Store, it costs the same as in the United States. But because of the strong dollar, like Apple and all the companies which operate across the world, they need to convert their FX. And if like the products cost the same as in the US and they can't raise prices anymore, they get a loss or a haircut on that. That's what we call FX losses. And I think we will
Okay.
rally. We will rally for 1 or 2 weeks. We got now like the positive flows coming back. Dealers are on massive short gamma. They will like the more time passes, the more ball gets dampening. This will create like an upward effect on the market, and I think like we will rally into earnings, and then earnings will probably disappoint. And after earnings, then we will see the same, which we saw after OPEX last month. And the markets will keep going down, and I think we will enter like a period where recession fear is coming back, where student loans coming back, and we will see a hard landing somewhere in the first half of the next year. That's my outlook.
Thank you. So generally to say, like you're bullish heading to this month, also this quarter, mainly because of reports and
Yeah, I mean,
the traditional market.
yeah, the problem is consumer now, right? The consumer is now exhausted. We've seen like consumer spending in Europe and then America going down. We see credit cards spending going down. Like the consumer is clearly now struggling or start to struggle. I mean, it's not bad, and I mean, I'm really bullish on 2024, but I would like to see some crash. Because if, in my opinion, if we get an ETF approved and let's say ARK gets approved in January, and we will see some recession in March or April or something, like this will just end like the announcement of or the fillings, right? And to get a proper bull market, I think we need like somewhat of a crash before, and like then to start somewhat of yield curve control. It will end this way anyway, in yield curve control or rate cuts or something, or intervention. But I hope for intervention or for hard landing before like some ETF gets approved, or before like all the bullish catalysts hit. Because if they hit like before like the inevitable recession, they just like end up the same way as the announcement went, which will be quite bad, in my opinion.
Makes sense. Thank you. Next, Valentin. Can you talk?
Yes.
Good, good. What's your bias about the market?
I'm a lot more bearish than Mr. Orny. I think it's gonna be a
Okay.
rough Q4. I think the recession is gonna hit earlier, especially in Europe.
Okay, what do
Like
you see?
I'm not hoping for much. I mean, I'm already short across the board, hoping to add on any bounces.
All right, that's interesting. Good, good. When you say short, you're shorting crypto, also traditional. What do you do?
Crypto smaller, more traditional, but like I'm if I get opportunities, I'm short biased, so like I'm looking more short side on crypto too. Like I'm short NQ, I'm short X, long all the dollar pairs, like mostly TP already. So like I just think like recession's gonna come earlier than next year. I think we're gonna be into it end of Q4.
All right, thank you.
I mean, but this is the best case for crypto and for risk assets, and especially for the narrative which is now forming, because you've probably seen like the government is spending shit tons of money. They increased their balance sheet for 1 trillion in a month, and the narrative which I see is forming also in TradFi is that Bitcoin or crypto will be somewhat of a deflationary solution and all that, like what we see always. And the only thing what we need is like a crash and the central banks to intervene, and the central banks only intervene when they get forced to. Like they won't cut for 25 BPS in their life. Like there's no point unless inflation comes down. So this is actually the best where we, or what I hope for, just like see somewhat of a crash, and then we start like from then we form a button, and then we get like all the narratives coming in, like ETF and all the Bitcoin is a safe haven and all that, but just with more liquidity from central banks.
Makes sense.
You think it's forming? I have a question to Orny. Can I ask, Kobe?
Sure.
I've seen Div Trader talking about this before. You think also that it's forming a win-win situation for Bitcoin, not crypto in general, but for Bitcoin, Orny? Because I asked just this in the chat because I've seen the debt numbers of for September. I wanted to ask how that happened, if because it was really big, right? I don't know if you have information. It's just a curiosity.
No, nobody knows. Like it's the biggest part is probably the financing of the debt, because government is printing bonds, and they got have to pay yields to the bondholders, and if yields are at 5 or 6% or something, you will just add I don't
Got
know
it.
how many billions
Got
on
it.
your balance sheet through only interest, right? So
Got it.
in long term, interest payments will be bigger than military spending
Yeah,
or
yeah.
so. It's not if it goes further like that, it's going to be like Weimar Republic. Like government is just printing endless money, and they printed this year so far like 9 trillion, which took like 300 or 400 years before to only print 1 trillion, and they're just doing it right now in a single year. So this is not
Yeah.
sustainable, and Yellen said yields are not sustainable and not granted. And you see it in oil and metals. Gold is plunging, oil is now right now plunging. This is usually always a sign of liquidity leaving the market, or people get liquidated and have to close their positions, or gold and bonds are used as collateral, so people get carried out of the market. And you don't know who it is, right? So the dead bodies are gonna float on the surface later. But
You think?
this is
You,
nothing bad. Like this
sorry.
is what we need. There is not gonna be a soft landing. Like this is an illusion. there's not going to be a meeting with the Fed where they say we cut today rates for 25 BPS. Like that doesn't make any sense. Like the same it didn't matter to the economy if rates were at 4.5 or 5. The same, it doesn't matter if the rates are 5 or 4.4 next year. So they will be forced to cut rates, and they are always behind the curve. And you've seen it with inflation is transitory. You've seen it with soft landing. You've seen it like all the time. Like the central bank is always behind the curve, and this is what will happen in the end as well. Like they just like get to panic, and when they panic and get forced to cut rates or do yield curve control or something, markets will panic as well, because markets will think the US is not a safe haven anymore. It's like some emergent bullshit country because they get out of control.
Yeah.
And this is when the bottom forms, like, and then it takes like I don't know, six to 9 months. And
Yeah.
if we waste our narratives right now on nothing, and you see the economy going down and down and down, and the whole world actually is not doing good right now. Like in Germany, for instance, printed 39 in construction, and below 50 is recession, and they printed like 10 below. So
Brazil safe haven, bro.
yeah, South America is quite good. But yeah, in the
No,
end,
I'm joking. I'm just saying, like,
I'm quite bullish on
you s-
crypto and Bitcoin and everything, but
Yeah.
I don't want to waste our narratives, like our Joker
Yeah.
cards. So
But
I hope
let me
for
ask you
for
the final
I hope
question.
for
That is, you think there's any bank things to happen over the next months? You would say?
not in the US, because when the banking crisis happened, they were like fast with all the money
Yeah.
lines and all the windows. Like the US is safe. Like they get unlimited money from the Fed. It's like basically you bought Bitcoin at 50K.
Yeah.
And then you use that Bitcoin as collateral to buy a house, and then Bitcoin crashes for 60%, and then the central banks come to you and says, we take your Bitcoin for 50K, and you just wait for the next bull market. This is what happened, and
I
this is
think a
what
lot of
happens.
the banks.
And Europe? You'd
No,
say the only
yeah.
place remaining to have something related to banks is Europe.
No. Europe, like the ECB is even worse. Like that's the dumb shits of the dumb shits in central banking. Like they got no clue what they fucking do.
This guy's going hard sometimes.
So
Good.
yeah, too long didn't read. I hope for like some hard landing, but not a proper recession or something. But like with then intervention, and then we can play our Joker properly. We can play our ETF card. We can play our Bitcoin is a safe haven card, and whatnot narratives is floating around, right? So this is my bullish case.
How? We lost connection.
No, I hear.
Discord is down. Yeah,
I hear you.
Hear.
I can hear you guys.
You guys here?
Yes.
Okay. But you hear each other? Do you hear each other?
Yes. I'm hearing you, and
What'd you do, Jason? Okay. Restart.
Canadians are cut off.
Yeah, Justin Trudeau just banned Discord. Misinformation.
No more free speech.
You guys hear me now? What? You can't hear, eh? Me too. Oh man.
Kobe?
Wait, let me do it on the phone. Let me do it on the phone. Now? Yeah, okay. Okay, it's back, I guess. Can somebody talk?
You hear us?
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know, something happened with the connection. Yay, clapping, clapping, clapping. Um, all right, guys. Okay. So, it's good. I'm happy to hear that there are different opinion. Thanks for opinion, Orny. Thank you, Valentine. This is good. I don't want to create any kind sort of chamber here, echo bubble, whatever you want to call it. It's very good. Now, well, so from what I understand, most of us are bullish, some of us are bearish, and this is good. We have Bitcoin now at 28K. Alt's looking a bit heavy. I saw OMG ADA say these coins were like pumping a little bit now with Bitcoin, but the rest is just heavy. All right. I wanted to talk a little bit about um, some motivational talk, whatever you want to call it. I see that some guys are doing amazing, really, and some guys, I'd say, have some difficulties. Well, the easiest indication is just to look at your P&L curve, right? That's the easiest indication. But I could also see your participation in the chat, and that reflects a lot. That tells me a lot too. I'd want you guys to participate in the chat. I'd want you guys um, to feel, okay, that we're like family, okay? We're good friends and we have the same goal. We share the same thing in common. We have the same goal, okay? It's not here, okay, like I said before, it's not like anybody, each one of you is for his own, okay? You have a whole group that is behind you and can help you with a lot of things and can improve your trading. If you don't know how, then you're not creative enough. Okay? If you're going to get stuck in the same way you do, your P&L curve isn't going to change. Because this market, the way it seems, yeah, we can say we're bullish, we're this, we're this, we're that. Look at the market now. We're not moving from this range, okay? For a very long time, we're stuck in the same area. And we're probably going to get stuck here until there will be either a ETF approval or denial. The odds are there, okay? We can stay bullish, we can say anything. But the odds are that we're gonna get stuck here until there will be something big that's coming out. Either Binance settles with CC, ETF, or CC is going to jail and they close Binance, and all the ETFs are denied. So these things can take us to extremes, either up or down. But till then, we're stuck in a range, and if you're gonna keep doing the same thing you do until now, and you don't see any improvement, well, then you're not going to reach your goal. Yes, your job is to take risk, and you need to. Because if you can't take risk, you cannot grow. Yes, that's your job. But you want to increase your odds. You want to support your advantage. You want to actually have a strong edge. You want to have an advantage over others. You want to be able to take advantage on opportunities. You have a whole group behind you. Be creative, try to find a way how they can help you and make it happen. Okay? A whole group, 50 people. All of us can support each individual here. Yes, I'm leading this, I'm here, I'm watching this, but I'm not gonna babysit each one, right? At the end of the day, it's just you. And you have a whole group of friends here, like family. This is how I see you guys, that can support you. You're not alone. Be creative. Ask questions. Share. 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 All the time, share. Okay? We need to be, you need to stay more communicative, more in touch. Okay? Stay with the flow with everyone. If you're going to keep doing the same thing you did until now, well, then you're not using the advantage that this group can give you. You're not using the advantage that we can, well, you're not gonna grow. Okay, bottom line, because the risk that you're gonna take is not going to be a risk with higher odds. It's going to be the same kind of risk. You're not going to increase your odds. There are guys here that are building nonstop, helping each other nonstop. There are others that are a little bit sleepy, but I'd want to see everyone participate. Full participation. Yeah, I ask you, I try to make it like a more less coming from you. I try to give you an extra task, but I want to see you guys are using these things that others are doing, and I want to see you guys are doing and doing even more. There are guys here that are doing 5 different things. Some guys are not. It's hard to babysit each one, to be honest. And if you find that you're falling behind, push yourself. You can't just say you want it. You can't just say you want to be a good trader, you want to be rich, you want to be this, you want to be that. You can't. It's not going to work. You need to actually do something about it. You need to say something about it. You need to build around it. And the strongest thing, the easiest, most obvious thing is our network here. If you're not going to use it, when it's going to be a showtime, you're not going to be ready to hunt. You want to be ready to hunt all the time. When there is something, you want to take the advantage of it. You want to take this opportunity. We're going to get a little more during this quarter. Probably we're going to get a little more in touch. But I don't want to see one guy that is falling behind. I want to see everyone participates in these new projects that we do. And if you want to have an advantage over others in this dynamic, competitive market, dry market, you need a group behind you. And you need to help that group. You need to always type in the chat. Always type in the chat. I want to see you there. I want to see you participate. I want to see that you're alive. There is always something to do, always questions, always something to say. Like, I saw Tony asking yesterday what happened to Lever. No one answered. It took like 4 or 5 hours. I answered. Like 50 guys here, right? 50, 100 eyes, okay? Somebody should have picked it up before. And this is the approach I want to see. Questions like this. All the time seek for answers, seek for... There are no memes here, okay? Nobody is going to make fun of you for asking questions that looks like a noob question. There is no such thing. Don't be shy. You're going to be shy, you're going to stay behind. You're going to fall behind. You want to use the advantage of this group. You don't know, you won't know, okay? And how much of an advantage this is going to give you from different perspective too, from confidence, from anything. Until you try it. You're not going to know until you're going to try it. Get yourself outside of your comfort zone, comfort bubble, whatever you do. That's going to make you a better trader. You need to program your brain consistently. This is one of these habits that you want to actually do all the time, right? You want to program your brain to do things that you're not willing to do. And make this as a habit. This is like your lifestyle. For they say the same thing about people that do for sports. You don't feel like running, go outside and run. You don't feel like lifting weights, go and lift weights. Do it. Program your brain to do just the opposite of what you don't feel like doing. Go and do it. Make this a habit. Make this, and this is gonna be eventually going to become your lifestyle. It's gonna just make you better. Not only in trading, in anything. It's going to make you better over others. Listen, if trading was easy, anybody would do it. It is the best job in the world. Everybody would do it. People, yeah. I used to, like, when I started trading, I used to look at other big traders, like, sitting next to a guy, like 5 minutes, no, 5 seconds after the open. Oh, I just made 5K. I'm like, what the fuck? That was back then. I came back from a job that I worked for $10 an hour, right? That guy just made a salary I do in, I don't know, months it takes me to do that. 5 seconds. That guy has the right setup. He had the right setup. He didn't get there because he just clicked. He didn't get there because of his size. He didn't get there because he has winning trades. He got there because he has experience. You don't build experience by doing the same thing over and over and over and over and over in the same environment, same market, same thing. No. You build experience by experiencing other different setups, different markets, different traps. This is how you build experience. And this is how you become a trader. Not because you have winning trades. You put an ape. I'm going to put an ape here. He's going to click. He's going to have winning trades. Is he a good trader? Well, until the market's going to get him, right? Eventually that's going to happen. If trading was easy, everybody would do it. It's not easy. And trading is not actual clicking all day. I was saying this before. It's building around. It's typing in the chat here. It's asking questions all the time. Get the fuck out of that comfort zone, that bubble. Don't fall asleep. I want to see you guys participate in the chat. Use the experience of use our experience. This is how you're gonna elevate your traders. Your trading, right? We have together here maybe 50 years of experience. All of a sudden, you have 50 years of experience behind you. Ask questions. Always ask questions. And don't think that any question is like, what they're gonna think about. No. If I see anybody here makes fun of other or someone because of a question, he's out. Right away. There is no such thing, noob question here. Nobody is a noob here. And it's okay to ask a noob question. It's actually, this is what I want to see. I want to see that guys are trying to get better. Maybe there are questions that you're gonna think they're noob questions, but I wouldn't be able to answer this question. Or half of the guys here aren't gonna be able to answer these questions. Right? I guarantee you, you're not alone. Use these 50 years of experience in your advantage. Even about a trade, even about a stop, even about a certain move in the market. Did something come out? Well, this is not Twitter. Okay, nobody's gonna dunk on you because you asked something that people make fun of in Twitter. All right. If anybody think that he's feeling he's gonna get laughed on because he asked a question, send me a DM. I'll take care of it. I'll ask it for you. Get out of that comfort zone, okay? You want to grow, okay? You gotta become a risk taker, right? That's your job. This is trading. You're taking risk all day. That's your job. You want to have an advantage over others. You want to use the experience in our group if you want to have an advantage over others. All of a sudden, your risk from, I don't know, 50-50 becomes 75 in your favor. Or from, I don't know, 80-20, it's 90% in your favor. You take risk to grow. You don't take risk, you don't grow, you can't become the best. You want to be the best. That's your job. You want to grow and you want to have these odds in your favor. Right? Everybody's good? You got the message?
Yes, man. Thank you.
You can just go
Yeah.
with this.
Thank you, Kobe.
All right, guys. I want to see it, okay? I want to see it happen. I want to see participation in the chat all the time. Your P&L curve is okay, is one thing that I'm looking at. The only way to see that you're actually trying hard is here. That's the only way we can communicate. And if you do want to grow and be the best, you have to get out of that comfort zone. You need to take a risk, and you want to have all the advantage possible in your side. All right? All right, boys. Okay, so Stars Arena, we're not gonna do. I don't. This thing doesn't load. Whatever. We're probably gonna do it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is Friday. It's gonna be like a light day, so I think it's something that we want to try as an experience, right? Experiment. What? Who is doing? Okay, Daniel, I'll replace him. So see it as an experiment. We're probably gonna do it tomorrow. Hopefully, this thing is gonna be back. If I don't know, the FAD will be behind, and it's gonna get more flow. So we'll do it tomorrow. So far for the market, looks like kind of bullish, but just be careful because stocks are heavy again. Okay, and things can flip here very easily. So don't fall in love in positions right now, to be honest. Actually, right now I had long and I'm just closing my position alongside because I don't like what I see. All right, boys, that's for me. Anything else? All right, guys. Wish you all a great day. We'll be in touch. Any questions? Hit me up. And again, I want to see full participation here in the chat. I want to see you guys here. Okay. Have a good day and have fun clicking. And remember, clicking is not your job. Trading is your job. And if you want to be a good trader, you want to work around your trading. Have a good one, guys.
Thank you, Kobe.
Ciao, boys.
Thank you, Kobe.
Good luck.
Yeah,
You're
thanks for the briefing.